When I was 6 years old, I started playing soccer. Like most 6-year-olds, I wasn't very good. It was more than just chaos and cuteness. It was the beginning of a great analogy for the spirit-filled life. I spent hundreds of hours learning how to kick a ball, dribble that ball and work as part of a team. I learned how to direct the ball and shape the ball and move into the right positions at the right time. I learned coordination and patience, particularly when I found myself being regularly left out in the background as a goalkeeper. At least that's how I saw it when I was younger. I wanted to be up the front and in the thick of the action. Those who scored the goals seemed to get more attention than those who saved the goals. But I still devoted time and attention towards becoming the best goalkeeper that I could, regardless of position. I went to goalie boot camp and I borrowed books from the library, devoting more of my time to the position that I had, but also working towards the position that I wanted. When I finally got that opportunity to play midfield, I made sure I made as many runs at goal as I could manage. But the truth is, I was much better in the background than I was up front because I devoted more time to honing my craft as a goalie than I did to learning how to shoot and score. I spent hundreds of hours running drills in my bedroom that I read about in books, bouncing balls off my walls to increase my reaction time. And I also learned how to stretch and reach and dive and move safely. I'd kick balls at the local oval against a concrete wall and dive to grab them. I'd ask my dad to try and score past me as often as he was able. The skills I learned as a goalie eventually translated to other areas on the soccer field too. But in this story of my tireless devotion and passion for a sport most others in the world called football, we have a helpful picture of what it means to be filled with the Spirit. It's not just natural gifting, but careful honing and disciplined practice that leads towards the Spirit-filled life, like the gifted craftsman in Exodus 31. Bezalel and Aholiab were two men named amongst what would have been hundreds of other craftsmen, maybe even thousands. Like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, these men who have been outstanding amongst their peers because of more than just natural talent, but disciplined dedication to their craft beyond that of all their peers. And the Bible says that's what it means to be filled with the Spirit. Not that they suddenly became better at building things because of a matrix-like download or spiritual ability, but because of a with God life which led intentionally over time, prepared them for a calling and purpose they couldn't have even asked for or imagined. I wonder, what sets you apart from all of your peers? I know that there's definitely something, and my prayer is that we can all stop comparing Instagram snapshots long enough to find our unique space and time to shine. Christine Caine once said, "The comparison is the enemy of calling." And I think that sounds just about right when too many of us fall short of remarkable and find ourselves robbed of what makes us exceptional because we think or we want a different position than the one we've been planted in. Let go and let the Spirit lead you to where you're supposed to flourish. You just might actually find yourself better prepared for a better future than you could have even asked for or imagined.